Join Omobola Sandra and Sage Babalola on the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM from 5 a.m. to 11 a.m. We invoke the thought-provoking discussion, tackle the tough questions, challenge assumption, and give a voice to the unheard. This is the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM.
Welcome on board the Morning Express.
Good morning.
Morning and welcome back to the Morning Express on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. My name is Sage Babalola. 10 minutes ago, we concluded trends in the papers where we looked at the Punch, the Guardian, and very briefly read through the headlines on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper. And now it's time for Mainland Focus. This is the segment of the show where we get feedback, where we hear from you and also get your opinions on the matters that have been reviewed. But before we do that, 𝐴𝐻, who's of course playing the role of our analyst this morning, we would like to take about 5 minutes before we open the phone lines to discuss some stories that time did not allow us the luxury of analyzing during trends in the papers. And we're looking at the Guardian newspaper. There's the story about the impeachment process that has begun against Philip Shaibu, the deputy governor of Edo State, and also the Court of Appeal striking out a bid to retry Orji on an alleged 7.6 billion naira fraud. Fuad, good morning to you again and welcome to Mainland Focus.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
On the two stories, just briefly,
Yes.
the WG case again, the case was struck out by the appeal court. The government was trying to, start a retrial of his, the case against him. But, and again, when we talk about, in fighting corruption, if we really want to fight corruption, we need a lot of judicial reforms in the judiciary. We need a lot of, I think we need to agree amongst ourselves how we really want to fight corruption. If we are serious about it or not, we need to know. Because again, that's why there's hardly, look, I think it was recently there was a review of all of the cases, but when also on technicality
As well.
because just based on technicality. And then the issue of Philip Shaibu, again, is a man that is now on his own. And he's going for him from all of the things we're seeing. Because if you have 21 state assembly members out of Oshiomhole came into the conversation, because the report is also saying that, look, Oshiomhole is denying having any involvement in that thing and all of that. I think it's just a battle between Shaibu and Obaseki. The other silent forces or hidden forces, we don't know. But again, this is the way we play our politics. You now have people who were friends before, they become sworn enemies to the extent that they can't even shake themselves. I think Obaseki is all bent on ensuring that, look, this man is impeached. But you know what? See, Asue Godalo is the choice of the governor and the PDP. If he wins, we'll be waiting to see what will become of himself and Governor Obaseki. We'll wait. You understand? We'll wait. But it's just that's it for the two stories. Really.
All right. Well, thank you very much for that. Still, let's get your focus for the day. What story? Those are the two stories for you.
My focus will be on insecurity again. Okay. We can't be talking about fighting food inflation, food sufficiency when we have this level of insecurity, especially in the regions that are supposed to produce the food for us. If we say Benue is the food basket of the nation, and then the basket is this worn out, the basket is torn complete. You understand why we have this level of food shortage, food insecurity in the country. And it is not an isolated situation. Plateau State is not getting better. Even from that report, take that to Borno State, where we're also getting reports that over 100 people have been kidnapped, mostly women, by Boko Haram. So while we're dealing with banditry and insurgency in the northwest of the country and the north central, you have Boko Haram again making an en route into, the northeast. And then you have IDP camps becoming another breeding ground for terrorists. Look, I don't know. They started to meet with the president, but I think we just have to do something. All of these other problems still come secondary. The primary problem I think government needs to focus on now is the issue of insecurity in the country.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Fuad. We hear you. It's time for us to now get feedback from the listener. It's Mainland Focus. It's Open Mic Thursday, and you know that every Thursday you get an opportunity to speak about any story of your choosing. You can decide to pick stories from the papers. You can decide to take us back to developing stories, or maybe draw our attention to events that played out and were not covered by the newspapers, or whatever the case may be. You have 2 minutes to do all of that. We're streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM. You can also reach us via the phone line 0913 6000 410. That's how you call us. The number again, 0913 6000 410. We also have our WhatsApp platform, or for those of you who do not have social media, you can send a text message to the number 0913 6000 430. That's 0913 6000 430. Don't forget that you can drop your submissions on Facebook, where we're streaming live, Mainland 98.3 FM. Let's take our first call for the morning. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, God will bless you.
And you too.
Hello, my friend Fuad.
He's great. Please go on ahead, sir.
Yeah. On open mic today, we have inflation in the country that has made our money, value of our money, worthless. And it defined as a situation where too much money is pursuing too few goods. But in our own case, we neither have the money nor the goods. So it's a very peculiar situation. The ordinary Nigerian doesn't, the public servant, if he's serious about solving salaries of the public servants, the politicians, the salary they are earning is unjustified. Because we are shopping in the same market with them.
Thank you, Pastor Peter.
Yes, they want to go there and buy things at any price.
Thank you very much, Pastor Peter, for calling. It's 2 minutes. Morning, sir.
Yeah, please. I want to ask for this question. I don't want to make statements. It's like a question. Not today, 10 years after, bloggers are still with Boko Haram, some of them. And now, again, after 20 years, Boko Haram can still abduct women again. UN said more than 200. They still be this bold. So the question I'm asking is this. Is it that Boko Haram have overwhelmed our government, or the government is just allowing them to have their way? That's the question. And number two, for me, on the grain Ukraine sent to Nigeria, Ukraine is fighting war. I don't know if I can have anyone that can give me a drawing or a painting that the president of Ukraine will be carrying AK-47 in his left hand. I will see that picture and say there was a time in Nigeria that a country that was fighting a serious war was feeding Nigeria. And Nigeria found that we don't have problems. We have only an electricity problem and insecurity. That for me, the government should answer me. Have this thing overwhelmed them, or are they allowing them to happen? That's just my two questions this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pastor Peter. But I don't think there's any government that would allow insecurity to thrive, and allow is the operative word here. I don't think they would allow insecurity to thrive. I mean, we could always speak about their inactions. Of course, that is debatable. We can always talk about some of their inactions. But again, I seriously doubt that is any government that would allow for insecurity to thrive in their nation. Trends in the papers, I might forget. We have Babatunde Ayuade Jolasho, who says, "Good morning, Fuad. Your analysis is always top-notch and very unbiased. The blame game should stop with the current leadership. Accepting responsibility is just enough instead of blaming the past government. What are the strategies in place to make things different? They should just put on their thinking cap and get things done as it should be." Have a beautiful day. Babatunde, you have a wonderful day yourself. Ataru Sunday says, "Good morning. You're always on point. We appreciate you, Ataru, for your commitment to the station." Okay, let's go back to phone calls now. I think that's all the messages we got earlier. 0913 6000 410 is the phone line. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. Pastor Ambrose, please the volume on your radio.
Yes, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
We thank God for another day.
Yes.
My take this morning, there are two. The first one is the issue of the wage increase now is not going to solve the problem of this country. What the government should do, the federal government should do is to see how they can bring the dollar down to as much as 1 naira to a dollar. All this wage increase and all of that is not going to...
You say what? 1 naira to a dollar?
Yes, it's doable.
It
If
is?
government have the will, they can do it. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay, please go
Yes.
ahead, sir.
Then, two, this issue of government cannot pay, I particularly talking about the security, that if government employs security, they cannot pay. Excuse me. Nobody checkmating them. There is nothing government cannot do. They have the money, they collect this money, and they do whatever they like with it. So, to the era of... We don't have that to, what do you call it now, for a family of 7 or so, they should stop saying there is no money, there is no money. They are taking care of themselves and their families now.
This is Francis. Speak on the production of arms. And that has gone away in the eastern part of look for guns, hijack ballot papers. It is still being with them to have the same vision with him. And they will start to rob, and that is what is happening in Nigeria.
Well,
this man, former governor of Kwara State.
I asked you to say allegedly. It's just a word.
So that is the trend.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, mom with us. Please go on.
Of course, to help me with this. Anything we copy from the Western world, we don't do it well. Everything that we have copied. Now they are talking about community policing, and Mr. Ford has said it, and I'm very sure that at the end of the day, these guys we are still going to use the police for their own weapon. Trust me. And so another thing again is I noticed that so why is it that when we copy things from the Western world, when we bring it in here, it becomes something else. Neighborhood community, neighborhood policing, security that the Lagos State introduced. I'm sure that this is not how it's being used in America. Neighborhood. So my own knowledge about neighborhood police is that these guys stays in the community, stays around some streets and monitor activities and report to the police. But these days, what I've seen them do is that they are at the bus stop controlling traffic. So my question to Mr. Ford this one, please help me. Why is it difficult for us to copy things? And when we do it here, we do it wrongly. Look at train station.
It's in tranches. That's the.
This is what we're going to hear at the end of the day.
Thank you so much
Okay,
for calling. Thank you. We actually have to go. It's 2 minutes. Thank you. I appreciate you. Let's go to Facebook for a bit. Joshua Andova on Facebook says, "Good morning. This is Joshua from Oregon. I would like to talk about the insecurity in the land. I once said if our farmers are secured, only politicians." Basil Chika still on Facebook. Fundamental right, no matter the offenses the House member are cooking to nail him. It's surprising that suddenly leaking government secret things. Yeah. Okay, quite easy to cure in the like that. Good leaders identify the problem in its early stage and solve it forthwith. As they say, nip it in the bud. What we're going through in Nigeria right now is tied to bad leadership who failed to see the problem from the onset, but they jumped out to tackle it when it is completely out of hand. And that is what has put us in this mess of economic hardship. They lock the barn after the horse has bolted. We can also say the same of the insecurity that has befallen Nigeria for many years. Thank you very much, Ibilade. Alex Solomon says, "Good morning, Sage. My question for Fuad is, the crusade against the government in favor of the welfare of the workers is majorly the commission of of the NLC. Is this fight against erratic power supply not within the jurisdiction of NLC? Please, I want my curiosity allayed. Alex Solomon from Isheri, Lagos. All right, thank you very much. Keep the messages coming in on Facebook. We would be sure to read them. We're also live on YouTube, so whichever platform you find most convenient, go on ahead and use that particular platform. We're also available via WhatsApp 0913 6000 430, or you could just send a direct text message to 0913 6000 430. Let's go back to the phone lines now. Keep your contributions coming in. You have 2 minutes actually for all of your submissions, so you can drop your submission in 2 minutes, and it is open mic Thursday, which means that you are allowed the opportunity to speak about any story that interests you. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, hello, good morning to you.
My name is Robert. Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Robert, go ahead.
Fᴜᴜᴜ. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What I want to say is that every day we come on radio to discuss the issue of this country. From power failure to insecurity to the economy to hunger to everything. Yet these problems are not being solved. The most painful thing is that the people that are in government now, that is the government of this, because this government now, they are attributing the pain of what we are going through now to the past regime, that is Buhari's government. And Tinubu is also an APC president. There's no way we tell us that it did not contribute to, they all support the past government. So blaming them to me does not mean anything. But my problem is that what we are going through now, I pray it gets solved, but I don't see maybe it will get solved like what Kingsley Moghalu said. He said we are going to go to it for another 5 years. Maybe I pray it does not happen that way. So now, if this government should say maybe another election with the hunger in the land now, I know if they throw out money again, we Nigerians will forget about our problem and still vote for them.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, John from. I disagree completely with his position. From what I understand, that is why these people are taking the side of the landmass of Nigeria is uninhabited. So they are taking that means that if it were to be external invasion, that is external enemy. And is the government going to be helpless?
I think that's a connection issue from your end. You can call us back. You still have about a minute left, so you can call back and make use of that. Hello.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning to you, sir.
This is Pastor Peter from Akron State.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, we talk about insecurity, talk about inflation. What is still lies on the door of the government? Why do I say so? This present government took their root from former government. They are named name on the former government. Apart was part of them. What do you call it? Even the minister for addition now was a part of them those days. Many of them will work with Buhari. Why have they been the fact that the issue is still on this government, please? They should try to release Nigeria from the bondage before themselves. They should release Nigeria from the bondage of peoples. Instead of my peoples in bondage. And we are suffering. I'm telling you, I'm always blind because I cannot afford to buy my drugs. Very bad. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much. Let's see if we have new messages on Facebook. We apologize for the interruption. I do see that a lot of you are talking about the fact that the live keeps going on and off. I sincerely apologize for that. We're working on it. So we're still live. We're live now again. So please join us on Facebook, Mainland 98.3 FM, or facebook.com/Mainland 98.3 FM. We're live now. So please that have comments. So please allow me a few minutes to figure that out. And until then, we can actually take some of the WhatsApp messages that have come through. We have here, good morning, Mainland FM crew. President Tinubu is saying Nigeria's economy is not distressed. For me, it's like saying the president is not seeing Nigeria's economy the way it is presently. If once presently, where is the affordable and reliable electricity that the president promised Nigerians? 9 months after, Nigerians are still in darkness. The president should, I'm still looking at the house. He's a young man. Wait till next election after you have gotten all your entitlement. I don't know, Joshua, I really want to have a conversation with you. You should call me on this, your perspective of apologizing. Apologizing for what exactly? I just want to know. That's a curiosity. One party man, no more PDP for their poor performance. One thing is to grab power, and there's another thing to make use of the power. What we're passing through today is because of one man's careless statement. And what is that statement? Subsidy is gone. Martins Duru, aka Mayor, sent that particular message. We have something here. The earlier we do something about which gathered in the Federal Capital Territory as we speak, until a true federalism will roll till eternity. Steve from Ijaniki. All right, Steve. I see you. Thank you very much for your message. Good morning, Sage and for diesel is about 1,000 things urgently. My name is Jajin Banditry, the Boko Haram, and the mental. The government decides to stop playing politics with insecurity, then Nigeria can be a war-torn country. We have one of the purest crude in the world, and yet we import crude. We have been flaring gas for almost 30 years into the heavens, and yet we import gas. Corruption has driven us to the point where the Western world will keep pressing us down. May God bless Nigeria. A message from Sean. Sean, we appreciate you for your submission. Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, Engineer. The connection is really bad, Engineer. You need to move or call us back. There's this very, very disruptive feedback. I don't know.
I've switched off my radio.
Okay, let's work with this.
Because it's not easy to get you, the traffic the frequency is so high.
Okay, let's manage this. Please go ahead.
I was going to talk of Joshua said that this man should, the deputy in Joshua apologize. He died the best thing to do because it's not our ambition is not the best for us in our politics now. Because let me tell you, the deputy governor to 𝐴ᴏ in Kaduna State for 4 years, see the deputy governor now after the election, he went there. They are trying to rotate it is for fairness and equity. Edo Central has not had a shot to governance since 24 years. We have been having this democracy, this dispensation. So Shaibu is from Edo North, where 𝐴꞉ come from. So Obaseki is from Edo Central. Where the first one from 1999 to 2007 came from. They should give those centers also, yes, some people the chance. And then when the Shaibu is from North, they say he's exposing the secrets of the government to those who are not supposed to be there. 21 out of 24 wrote sack letter to him. So is that not informative enough? So it's not. If he had gone and he says he's claiming it's a parallel governor candidate in the party that has standard primaries. When you have standard primaries, the person that is sent from headquarters Abuja, that where he went, that is where they will recognize as the standard. Where he went to do his parallel one is not recognized. And he's also going about trying himself all over the places. That's number one. Mr. Cardoso went to meet the Senate and some other people yesterday. Say that Buhari printed money. That is the printed money is what is troubling them now. I have it in authority. Go and Google it and find out the statement of the second president during the COVID. He advised that currency should be printed. So they don't come up blaming people up and down for something that the policy pronouncement that they made that cannot help, and it's causing problem in Nigeria. What they need is to ask for advice from people that matter, that help Nigeria to get out of this gulag that we are in. They should ask for people positive advice, and the Senate that is asking questions should put their heads together. Most of them are former governors and been in Senate for a long time.
Thank you, Engineer.
Some of them are very professional.
Thank you, Engineer Nee. We appreciate you. Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning to you, sir.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Oko from Chester.
Welcome, sir.
How are you?
Thank you. Sage.
And Sage.
Yeah.
Sage.
Yes, sir.
I want to appreciate you for the work yourself and Fuad has been doing.
Thank you.
But you see, what I want to say this morning is that everything 𝐴ᴏ has issues with those three factors I've mentioned. We are bound, a system is bound not to move to anywhere. For me, I want to use that this president currently has no excuses. We know the antecedent of Tinubu. The issue with Nigeria has to do with restructuring. You can call it any name you want to call it. Insecurity, issues that has to do with scarcity of food, issues larger percentage. And I can assure you too that that is the surest thing a lot of Nigerians are waiting for this administration to do. Nigerians are waiting for this administration to take power back to the people at the level of the grassroots by making sure that the local government has autonomy to govern itself, so that if the local government is giving funds from the center and the people cannot see what the local government is doing, the local government is very close to the people. The people themselves will take action.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you for calling. Hello.
Morning to you, Babalola.
Good morning, Prince Wise.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, madam,
Thank you.
You see, the minister for power, I think is listening to the charge of our NEPA. Now, tell them, whether you buckle up or you be stuck. And I like that statement. These people that knowledge the organization, they are not performing.
Prince Wise, I need you to please turn down the volume on your radio, please.
Okay, I've done that.
All right, go ahead, sir.
So, this was not going to go. The prophesied this is 2013 up to date. The majority of us asking for people with that, still not that give it to us. And we are giving us blackout. You talk of that, is this federal government will go to that gas for you? Or you proceed with the gas and let Nigeria be 24/7 like this country? So for me, if they are not ready to perform, they should start getting a competent plan that can handle this organization. Number one. Number two, this is breaking off the narrative we are talking about. I think the former government, people like me, I support this government to the last because I do give my climate necessary. I told me, my former friend, that do not decide. Some of the ministers we talk about them, especially this emission. Let them try this man. The man has pretty down anyhow. How many of them reach the booting? If the former president is involved at the court, let them find them to come and explain. Anybody that is involved, take out our Commonwealth to be dead according to the law. And I always talk about special court. The local cases, taking 10 years, 15 years, but when you have to take a case for corruption, it takes 1 to 3 years. You know the amount of that case. And that's what I'm happy for. Very good morning to you. Have a blessed day.
You have a blessed day yourself. Thank you so very much. Back to Facebook, we have here Biora, who says, I don't want to write a message because I know you won't read it. Why would you take an opportunity to send me a message to tell me that I won't read your message? Biora, please send your message. I'll definitely read it. I do not intentionally avoid anyone's message. I apologize if you feel like that, but please send your message. I'll definitely read it. Patrick says, please forward, what is the policy direction of this government? Thank you. Onotoye Tēmítọ́pẹ́ Michael on Facebook says, hold on a second. Okay, Onotoye Michael says, hello Mainland FM. With the blame game of this government, it's glaring that this administration is not prepared for governance when he suddenly removed subsidy on fuel without first ensuring that some of the bad refineries are in order and there is improved power supply. The same government that is good at criticizing others and told Nigerians that he has the solution to stopping the problem of insecurity in the country is now finding it very difficult to stop it, to the extent that just yesterday hundreds of women had been kidnapped and farmers are being killed like animals at a period that the country is experiencing food crisis. On the impeachment of the deputy governor of Edo State, anytime there's a misunderstanding, the governor is becoming embarrassing and worrisome because it's the people that suffers the effect. Let's say no to godfatherism so that our democracy can develop. God bless Nigeria. Tēmítọ́pẹ́, I appreciate you for your message. Christopher F. Young, I'm still taking from Facebook, and he says, good morning everyone in the studio. studio. God bless you too. Fuad, please, I think this is the right time for Nigerians to come together and save the country. A country that has no light, no water, no good road, now no food, no money. God save the country. God bless the country. Thank you. Alabade says, thank you, Sage and Fuad, for your work. We appreciate you for your participation as well. Aliu Abdurrahim says, good morning, mainland. This is a country that can only be saved by restructuring. If not, I don't see anything good coming out from all of these politicians. They're the same to me. Rahim from Agege. Abdurrafiu Alabalakwi says, if over 22 trillion was printed during Buhari era, where is the money? Because the ordinary Nigerian is suffering scarcity was suffering from naira scarcity last year. Look, it's like these men are talking too much. Tinubu should call the men to order. Nigerians are not ready for blame shifting. Even when we, the members of APC, sees the president as a messiah that will come and salvage and provide solutions to the problem, we're not happy with the kind of things that are coming out from some of the guys around the president. So, Mr. President, for an easy job, he should tell the likes of Ajuri Ngalale, Wale Edun, Ribahu, and others to be mindful of what comes from them to the public. If they have nothing that will bring succor to the minds of the ordinary Nigerians, then they should please be quiet and watch how development goes. But I'm sure President Tinubu will not disappoint Nigerians. He's a Democrat, and no one knows that one who knows that Nigerians are hungry. God bless President. God bless Nigeria. Thank you very much, Alabalakwi, for your message. We appreciate you. Again, please allow me the opportunity to take a couple WhatsApp messages before I go back to the phone line. All right, I'm sorry. Good morning, Sage and Fuad, as well as the listeners. It's painful for the president to say Nigeria economy is not distressed. He went further to say distress means helplessness, teaching us the use of English and grammar. If the government cannot fix the economy, the security and infrastructures in 9 months, it means they're not sincere with Nigerians. This is sad and totally unacceptable. I am Adeleye in Festac Extension. Thank you very much, Adeleye, for your message. Okay, thank you very much. Let's go back to the phone line now. I think I've been able to clear all the messages we have on WhatsApp. Great. Okay, so please keep the messages coming in though. If you're just joining us, you're listening to Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. This is Mainland Focus, a platform where we allow you the opportunity to call in and talk to us about any story you find pressing. 2 minutes, you have the floor. You can reach us via our Facebook platform where we're streaming live at this time, facebook.com/mainland 98.3 FM or Mainland FM, and you're immediately redirected to our streaming platform and you can join us. You can also send a text message to the number 0913 6000 430, and if you'd like to call us to speak on air, you can call 0913 6000 410. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, morning to you, sir. The volume on your radio, please.
Yes, easy. I will reduce it.
All right. Go ahead, please.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Before I say anything, I want to thank your station because I was blessed with 10,000. So I thank them. God will increase them. Thank you, ma.
Of course.
I give them kudos. God will increase their hand. What I want to say about the country, what's happening is that when government say they can't pay worker, okay, now you see senators and all the House of Assembly, one senator for one state is all right, and we are carrying 3 senators for one state. So if they reduce all this, money will be enough for all to spend. So they should pay work and pay security. They should employ more because Baba Tinubu promised us that we employ 50,000, 50 million police, 50 million soldiers. So now where are the recruitment? So they should just stop it that there's no money. There's money in our country here. But the corrupt politician are hiding it. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you for your call. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Like I was saying something before my line was already went off.
Okay.
That the position of Guinea I did not align with it because I'm not from Ogba. Okay. Is it because the landmass of Nigeria, is uninhabited 80-70% of it, and that is why we cannot combat the issue of terrorism or insecurity? What about the issue of life? What about the issue of health, the medical sector? What about the issue of education? every sector of Nigeria this thing, you find out that there is problems that is unresolved. The only way out is that we should sit down and talk about how we want Nigeria to work, honestly. Because the corruption is just too much, and people who commit offense, they will not be punished. And you are saying that the landmass of Nigeria is occupied by 70% on the state. They are giving excuses that are untenable. If it were to be external aggression, is it how we are going to be helpless? Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for calling. Hello.
Morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, this is Joshua.
Okay, Joshua. Yeah, go ahead.
I want to disagree with the last caller.
Okay.
I don't know why people keep blaming Gumi. See, what is happening in this country and the kind of system we are running, we are depriving a lot of people, a lot of community of the necessary development that ought to go to that community. Sage, you need to go to Niger Delta. Niger Delta, where Nigeria is breaking from. Go and see the way the people are living. So if one day the people wake up now and start carrying guns, bombing pipelines or stealing the crude, the government will not be saying, oh, we want to deploy those. And the necessary development that ought to go to these people are depriving them, using their oil to develop, do not develop your capital without develop, neglecting the people. Gumi, what Gumi has been saying is, see, these Boko Haram people of 18, they are not directly mad. No mad. Most of them are Nigerians. Let's talk to them. What is the issue? Approach them. If they have a point, yes. If they don't have a point, clear them. Talk to them first. They are Nigerians. Gumi is not saying you should go and give them money. He said, see, let's talk to them. Let's engage them first. These are Nigerians now, for God's sake. You don't even know their problem. You don't know what they are feeling. Okay, let's even say it's an ideological issue. Maybe we got some wrong information from other terrorists around the world. No, engage and come. You cannot be doing this to your people. Okay, come, let's talk. Negotiate to them. What is your problem? What do you want?
Thank you for calling. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello. Oh, please try to call me back, all right? If you can, call me back. Or you could just send your message to Facebook, Mainland 98.3 FM. But let's take this one. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Hello, family.
I'm sorry?
That is your family.
Madam Ifi. Okay, I was trying to pick out your voice. Good morning, Madam Ifi. No.
Good morning.
It's fine.
I want to. I don't know whether you read where Baba Obasanjo. Happy birthday, the great man, Baba Obasanjo.
We've had
was
this
the
tape.
yesterday. Yes, happy birthday to you. Did you read where he said we should go to Zimbabwe to go and learn how to do their own?
Yes, indeed. We spoke about it. Fuad analyzed it. Zimbabwe is not having a great time either, Madam Ifi. Zimbabwe is going through a lot, actually. They're not role models.
We are giving you a leeway to your problem. We are giving you leeway. Because these people too, I remember that time, Zimbabwe, when Mugabe was alive, you know that kind of man, that type of president there. Anything he says is final. Their money was useless like this. Biko, Uganda, during the day time, when they went to tell the central bank government of Uganda that it should print more, but he said, I cannot print more this thing. It's worthless. It is printing like that. He said, come on, print it. The next thing is carrying soldiers to remove the map from that person. That person printed their currency that became worthless. But I've already told you people how to solve this problem. Forget about going to Qatar, going to China, going to Japan, go to Zimbabwe. You can speak in the net and go there. How can I tell you this thing now? So that the economy can stabilize. You can come here and be punishing people. It's not done. And that's a man called Philip Shani. They should teach him immediately.
Why?
You cannot be running against. Yes, the situation. You cannot be running against his party.
Okay.
Why does he want to take? You feel right? After all, the shaman came from his own network side.
Thank you, madam.
And then before, why is he going back there again? Other people don't have a say there.
Thank you. Thank you very much for calling. We appreciate you for your contribution on the show. We still have enough time to take at least 4 calls before we round things off, so you can take advantage of the time we have left to call. Send a message via Facebook, send a message via WhatsApp, or even on YouTube. So there are multiple platforms through which you can reach us this morning, and you have an opportunity to do so before 9:45 a.m. Hello.
Hello, good morning, Madam Sage.
Good morning to you, sir.
Welcome.
Thank you. Your name, please.
Yeah, Mr. Edwin calling from 괜ᴜᴛᴜ.
All right. Welcome. Go on.
The major problem we have is that the cattle rearer, they refuse to ranch their cow. And who owns those cows? It's the big man, that owns those cows. So they should tell them to ranch their cows like they do in other parts of the world. Another issue is that this very government, they are the one that brought Boko Haram. Remember the first bomb that was blown in Mandala in Niger State was done by Kabiru Sokoto. And when they were looking for that gentleman, that man was arrested in Borno State guest house. So that's why they rewarded the present VP with that one. Because if people have a way of rewarding people, people that are very notorious with bad with position. You remember when they sold the maid in the Senate? They rewarded to our with deputy Senate president. So they know they cannot fight this problem because they brought them. They are the only ones that can talk to them, but they have gone beyond them now. This situation has gone beyond APC. The DPs are there. They know them. They know each other. They will never want to fight them. That's why we are where we are. Nigerian soldiers can finish this war in 1 week. They can clear them in 1 week. But APC, because they are feeding on them, they will not want them to go. They brought the Boko Haram. They brought all these terrorists and all of them. So let them see the truth of their hard work. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your call. We appreciate you. Hello. Hello. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Fred. I'm calling from Lekki.
All right. Go ahead.
How are you guys?
Oh, very well. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, so if you read the Animal Farm, factories,
I
you understand Nigerian problem is systemic. It's a class system ultimately. It's not in the interest of a rich man or a politician to bring the poor to a level of equilibrium. Who is going to drive their car? Who's going to wash their clothes? Who's going to cook their food? Who is going to secure them? But they need you to remain there so that they can use you for their selfish gains. We live in an abnormal situation in Nigeria where the only African country, you see an individual with 4 G-Wagons, 2 houses, designer clothes, and so it's an abnormal. When other African countries will come here, they look at us and go, wow, this is serious. So we cannot cheat ourselves. You have to understand that it's in their interest to ensure that you remain poor. They don't want you to educate you to a level where you come up to them and rock over with them, or one rich man will now be sitting down with his driver in the same bar and they'll be rubbing shoulder with the same girl. They need to keep you there. That is the problem of our country today. And it's peculiar to us as a black nation, and it's sad and it's unfortunate. That's just my take on this whole thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your call. Hello. Hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
My name is Don Peters. I'm calling from First Start this morning.
All right.
Why I call on this show now is this. I just want to make a very simple point. APC told us that the best thing that have ever happened to Nigeria is Buhari coming as a president. And now the same people are who continue to sing the praises of Buhari for 8 good years have now turned around to tell us that it is Buhari that bastardized the economy. Now, these guys can be trying their so hard to be craft, but they cannot twist the head of every Nigerian, most especially those who always speak from the realm of understanding of things. This is APC government, and 70 to 75 to 80% of the people who work in the last administration is still in this very administration. So the blaming game they are pushing right now is to buy time and also make way for them for 2027. That is their calculation. But we start to tell them that this is APC government, handed over to APC government. That them pushing blame game right now shows that they are very incompetent, which we know from day one, that they are very incompetent. But they are right now spirited on our face and trying to twist the head of the people that is Buhari. But if you check it in our ramification, it is all of them. Because somebody told us that he made a vice president at that time. This same person who told us that he made a vice president is now the president. So what is he telling me that it is the Buhari government that made it? It is all of them inclusive. They shouldn't isolate themselves. All of them happens to be on this boat. And somebody who is saying that he do not know what Boko Haram is looking for. Boko Haram tell the whole Nigeria that want their own caliphate. That is what they are agitating for. And we must fight them. So what are you, is he saying that he agreed with the job from Ogba? But he ends up making no sense.
Come on. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. If you disagree, that's up to you. Come up with a superior argument. You can interrogate their perspective on the matter, but on no occasion is it okay for you to question their intelligence. Speak to the point. Do not speak to the person or their intelligence. Just speak to the point. Agree, disagree. That's the whole point of dialogue. But again, please refrain from speaking to the personality. Speak to the points that has been made. If you disagree, fine. Tell us why you disagree. If you agree, tell us why you agree. So please, I implore you to stop doing that. But thank you for your call anyways. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes.
How are you?
Well, thank you. How are you? My friend. How are you this morning?
Fine. I'm living in Mapuloku.
Okay.
For your information.
Sure.
Well, the Minister of Economy or whatever, I don't know that title. He said the ways and means by the way is what caused this inflation now. Have it?
The 22.7 trillion printed, yes.
That's what caused inflation. So why have you not arrested him? Somebody caused inflation and people are dying and you left the person there. I don't understand them.
You investigate, interrogate first. You don't just arrest people.
No, he has established it. Like he's not like
it's an accusation. It's still an accusation. He hasn't been able to prove
right to accuse somebody? Excuse me, my sister. I'm using my time. Does he have right to accuse? If it's a mere accusation.
Yes, you can accuse.
For a minister.
You can accuse. Of course, you can accuse.
He doesn't have that right to accuse. He's not a law court. So, coming from a highly placed person like that, I believe that what he's saying is a fact because he's a very high-ranking officer of the government. Okay. So if you say that Buhari caused the inflation that we have now, why have you not arrested him? The man is saying, I don't know where he's saying, and you say he caused this thing. Meanwhile, it's no longer your subsidy that you remove. It's not the naira that you are floating. It is Buhari that caused it. It's a shame.
Okay. Mr. Kangolina, if you insist. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you. Hello? Oh, I don't know what happened, and I doubt you would be able to call back because we have less than 3 minutes before the end of the program. Let's take our last caller for the day. I would appreciate if you can use a minute.
Hello?
Yes, morning to you.
Good morning, from Command.
All right.
See, I always laugh when people just say this is our problem. And country is our problem. The next one is we have leadership problem in this nation.
Simple and fast. And what is the leadership program all about? People lack integrity. Our leaders lack integrity. They lack what we call transparency. They are so corrupt to the extent that they can kill anybody to attain that power. That's just quest for power and money all around. That's our problem, not our country, not even the Boko Haram or anything. If you look through the Boko Haram, it is political. If you look through anything, it is political. Because one person wants to achieve peace, and he can go to any extent to go and incite anybody to start violence anywhere. And that is our problem. Nothing more, nothing less. We have leadership problem in this nation, and it is biting hard on every aspect of this nation. No sector in this nation is free from this same thing we are saying.
Thank you.
Corruption and part of and bad leadership everywhere. We have people that are questionable character presently in this government, and they are blaming for it. They have great questionable character that we can't even question who they are. God bless this nation.
Thank you very much for your take on the matter. This is where we end conversations for this morning. I know that we still have a lot to say. I mean, we can never get tired of speaking, but we're racing against the clock, practically. But it's okay. Conversations still continue throughout the day. There are a lot of shows that allow you the opportunity to speak on different socio-economic, socio-political matters as they drop. So please continue to stay glued to the radio station. And more importantly, I would like for you to follow us on our social media platforms. That is where the conversation, continues. It goes on, and you get the opportunity to also relate with other, commenters on those platforms. So you can go there, have conversations, reach conclusions and resolutions. It's beautiful. There's a community on social media, so you can use our Facebook platform, for example, Mainland 98.3 FM. That's how you find us on Facebook. The handle is the same on YouTube, Mainland 98.3 FM. On X is a little bit different. On X, we are at Mainland FM, and on X we have X spaces that we host once every 2 weeks. We take issues from radio, we take it to the X platform, and all of this is just to engage other demographics so they can join, and we can have a combination of ideas on there. And a lot of these conversations we have on X, we bring it back to radio and even speak about it further. So there's a synergy between our social media platform and even the live programs that we have on radio. So again, I implore you to please participate on our social media activities. Follow us Facebook, YouTube at Mainland 98.3 FM, and on X at Mainland FM. Again, this is it for Mainland Focus for today. My name is Sage Babalola. I deeply appreciate you for your desire to participate on the program, and of course we look forward to having more conversations with you. We're going to take commercials now. After the commercials, it will be time for Creative Nigeria. Again, I always say it's a fun program. You should listen to it so that you can at least see the beautiful parts of the country, in as much as it's a lot of hydra-headed problems that we're dealing with at this time. Creative Nigeria exposes you to the beauty of Nigeria and everything that we have to offer. So be a part of that program at 10 a.m. right after the commercials. Still the sound of Lagos, Mainland 98.3 FM. Please don't go anywhere.
Meals have a way of taking us on a journey, and when you add plenty of vegetables like efo, ugu, and season with the rich taste of North seasoning cubes, even better.
So, go ahead and elevate your meals with more vegetables and the rich taste of Knorr cubes. Today, eat for good.
Number 1001 reason to love golden penny pasta be say protein full inside. Number 1002, fiber dey inside. Number 1003, the taste hey. Now number 1004,
You see, it gets plenty reason to love golden penny pasta. They give confirm bonga taste with better nutrients. Oh yeah, carry go. Enjoy golden penny pasta. Make you constantly find plenty reason to love them. Golden penny pasta, stronger taste, better nutrition.
Wait, isn't that an Ote jam?
Yeah, it enter Abi.
Wait, when did you start jamming Ote? What happened to Afro depression? Like, who put you on?
Oh yeah, dial Sophie's number.